One early influence was Dr. Grantley Dick-Read, who wrote Childbirth Without Fear in 1942. He's often credited with inspiring the natural birth movement by arguing that pain in childbirth was made worse by fear, and that if women could relax and trust their bodies, birth would be less painful. But let's be honest, he was also a bit of a chauvinist. His views about women's roles were deeply rooted in outdated patriarchal ideas, and much of his writing doesn't exactly honor birthing people as full decision makers. So while he helped spark an important shift, we shouldn't put him on a pedestal. Thankfully, other pioneers carried the conversation forward in more empowering ways. Sheila Kitzinger, a British social anthropologist and fierce birth advocate, was one of the earliest and strongest voices for humanizing childbirth. She believed deeply in informed choice and saw the birth plan as a way to restore dignity and power to the birthing person. One of her most favorite quotes is, "Birth isn't something we suffer, but something we actively do and exult in." She also said, "The way a woman gives birth can affect how she feels about herself for the rest of her life." And isn't that the truth? Penny Simkin, a doula and educator here in the US, took things a step further by helping to popularize birth plans as practical tools. But she emphasized that they weren't directives. They were conversation starters. She said the birth plan is a tool for communication, not control. Its value lies in the discussion it sparks between the mother and her caregiver. She also reminded us that women remember their birth experiences all their lives, and those memories can powerfully affect their self-esteem, relationships, and parenting. Then there's Ina May Gaskin, the legendary midwife who founded the Farm Midwifery Center. She wasn't specifically tied to the birth plan movement, but she was a massive force in reclaiming birth as a normal, sacred, and powerful life event, not a medical emergency waiting to happen. One of her most well-known lines is, "If a woman doesn't look like a goddess during labor, then someone isn't treating her right." And of course, your body is not a lemon. You are not a machine. The creator is not a careless mechanic. Ina May's words are so affirming because they bring us back to what matters most: trust in our bodies, in the process, and in our right to be respected and heard. So when you hear the term birth plan, I want you to remember this. It's not about controlling every detail. It's not about handing in a paper that your care team will magically follow. And it's definitely not about listing no Pitocin like you're saying 86 the pickles on a burger order. It's about thinking through what you value, understanding your choices, and learning how to stay emotionally and mentally present so that you can lead your experience even when things don't go according to plan. Because birth is unpredictable, but how prepared you feel, that's the part in your hands.